Welcome to my channel. So I'm like all ready and stuff, and I'm just going to show you guys how I created this grungy sort of look, and I hope you like it. Right, so first up, foundation, and I'm going to use the Born This Way from Too Faced, and my color is actually golden. I think a friend of mine, she's actually using Praline, and she's actually the same skin tone as me, so you could try that out as well if you feel like it's a little bit too light. So I'm using a Morphe brush, just like a stipple standard foundation brush. What I like about this foundation as well is that I feel like it really covers some of my scars pretty well. Okay, so in the camera now you can see that it looks super light, and that's fine, and that's the reason I like the golden, because I like to really contour and I like to use bronzers and, you know, tan the whole thing up and stuff. So but we'll get to that in a minute. Next up is my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm just using a little bit under the eyes. If you do have severe dark circles, or you feel like you just want to brighten it up a little bit more, then of course go for you know, use your color corrector and then use something yellow based. I have done concealer videos in the past as well, so you can have, you know, you can have a look at them and then learn how I've basically applied color correctors. Now I'm gonna let where my scars were, I'm just gonna let that like stay. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna get a beauty blender and just blend the under eyes. I'm not going too close to the lash line. Okay, and then I'm going to take my Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm just going to very lightly and also do the bridge of my nose. So again, I'm still leaving my Nars bits on my scars. Now with the beauty blender, like a clean area, I'm just going to very, very lightly blend out the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer on my scars that I had already left there to sort of set. Now next onto contouring, so I'm using my Bobbi Brown foundation stick, and the color that I'm using actually is 7.25, so I went a little bit darker just ever since I've moved to Malaysia. I've tanned a little bit, and I also feel like because some of my foundations that I have bought in the past while I was still in London are a little bit lighter, I thought, okay, I don't want to now go waste money buying new foundation. I have this lighter foundation. How do I make it look okay on my skin? So I just went for a darker, you know, contour. Right, so I just did quite high because I feel like I put on a bit of weight, so I just want to really, really sharpen my jawline and just like, you know, lift it all up. So I've just put it really, really high. And then jawline, and then just very, very slightly on the side of my forehead. Yeah, 30SS. And I'm just gonna work my way up. Yeah, so not down. Work my way up with the contour on my cheekbones. Yeah, and then, I mean, hair doesn't really matter. You can do up or down, or even circular movements into the hairline. Now when it comes to the jawline, however, you're working your way down. See, can you tell? I feel like the foundation's now starting to look a little bit warmer. I don't feel like it looks as bright as it initially looked. I like my Laura Mercier powder, and I'm using a Morphe brush M501, and it's like tapered and it's quite long and it's fluffy. So I'm just gonna get some product of the Laura Mercier onto the lid, get rid of excess, and I'm just gonna focus on the insides of my face. What I mean by that is literally like the T-zone. Yes, I'm just focusing here, and I'm leaving the outside still a bit glowy. So if I turn my face, it looks like I've got a natural highlight, even though I haven't done anything. So the contour powder that I'm going to use is from Bobbi Brown, and it's the bronzing powder in Golden Light. And I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury brush. Now, you don't have to have a Charlotte Tilbury brush. It can be any sort of tapered brush. Even the brush that I used before to set my face, you can use that one as well. So it's just a tapered brush. And then just going to very, very lightly. Okay, I don't want to move product. I just want to very lightly set it. Using another Morphe brush, and it's angled, and it's just, I'm using this as a blusher brush, and I'm really, really, really in love with this Tom Ford Sheer Cheek Duo. Apparently it is discontinued, but they do have similar products, and it is a little bit on the pricier side. I mean, it's Tom Ford, but what I love about this, and please, if you do have other suggestions, leave it in the feedback below. What I really, really like about it, it's super sheer, and I do not like strong blushes at all. So I'm gonna go for the pink, and I've decided on pink because I usually decide my makeup on, of course, the clothes that I'm gonna wear, but more importantly, my lipstick. So I make my first decision of what lipstick I want to wear and base my entire look around that. I'm obsessed with this Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, eye pencil, whatever. So what I like about it, it has like the brush, and it has like the, you know, twisty pencil and retractable pencil. So what I first do is just comb my brows into place of where I would like the product to go. Okay. And then I'm just going to get my pencil, and I always start on the outside, so I'm just going to give myself a nice arch. I just filled in the inside bit, and what I'm doing now is with the brush, I'm just sort of blending the product. Like can you see this one and this one? So this one's looking more natural now, so that's what I'm creating with this. I'm going to go with a base color for my eyes. You can use a base color, or you can just use the concealer that you've used. And this is what I like about the Tarte, the Shape Tape, because whatever I still have on my beauty blender, I'm just going to use it all over my eyelid. And the palette that I'm going to use to actually set my makeup, or my eye makeup, is the Tarte Cosmetics. This one I'm so in love with. Thank you, Nandini, for suggesting this one. So this is a Morphe brush as well, M506. And what I'm going to do with this brush is I'm just going to dip into Natural Beauty. And I'm just going to start with my crease first. With the same brush, I'm just going to dip into Force of Nature. It's a slightly lighter color, and I'm just going to do the inside of my lid. And then now I'm going to go for Supermom, the much lighter pink. And I'm just going to do right bang in the middle of the eyelid. Now with the same brush, I'm just going to go for Best Friend, which is like a darker purple. And I'm just going to do the lower lashes. Not all the way, just sort of like halfway. The Pat McGrath eyeliner, which I am so in love with. I used to be obsessed with Kat Von D, the tattoo liner, as you all must know by now. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to start doing my eyeliner. So I'm just looking at my eyes, and I really want to okay, now that I've given myself a flick, I'm just going to do the same on the other side. Lashes, I'm going to use my Huda Beauty lashes in Jaqueline number 20. Right, so I'm going to use my lash color first. This is my favorite, but just in a mini version, the Better Than Love from Too Faced as well. Gosh, I've just realized I have quite a few Too Faced products, don't I? And Tarte. And Nars. I like to do my lower lashes, and I like to really focus on them as well, just because I feel like they really, really, really open up your eyes. Okay, the mascara done. I'm just going to take the first lash that I've applied the glue on. So it's half dry, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave my eye open and then hold the lashes this way. So I'm not going in this way, I'm going in that way. So from the top, and then I'm just going to slightly lift it and twist it and place it in. And please, please, please always focus on the inner and the outer corner, because those are the bits that would easily come off fast. And I've heard it from so many people where they're just like, you know, their lashes don't stay on, and then throughout the day, you know, it starts peeling off on both the sides. And yeah, so if you just, so you know, once I've stuck it now, I don't just then move on. Like, I literally focus on pressing the product and the glue in and making sure it's stuck in the right places. And the color that I'm going to use is from Nars, and it's called Rock With You. And what I'm going to do is first apply the color in the middle of my lip, and it has enough color. So I'm just closing this, and I'm just going to get a really nice lip liner. So I'm going to use MAC's Nightmoth. And I like to give myself fuller upper lip because I feel like my lower lips are a little bit fuller than the upper ones. So I'm just going to go over my natural lip line. Okay, so now that I've lined it, I'm just going to go back. I'm going to make sure I get rid of any excess. Because I have had a few of my cousins who use this say, oh, but so much comes on, it goes all over my teeth and whatever. So just get rid of some of the product. So just to make sure there's no shininess from the dried glue, I'm just going to go over with my liner just on the actual strip of the lashes. So you know, so when you're looking down and stuff, people can't see like a difference. Right, so next I'm going to use a Morphe brush, like a really, really small stiff brush, the MAC. Extra Dimension Skinfinish. I have these in about 6-7 colors, especially the ones that reflect different colors, like that reflect blue or whatever. So this one is the Double Gleam, and it's just kind of like a really, really, really bright champagne gold. And I'm just going to do my inner corner with it, just to pop. Ta-da, guys! That's my makeup done. Hope you like the look. If you do like it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave comments, and yeah, it would be great to have like other suggestions. I'm like sweating because I turned my AC off, but everything that I do for you guys.